Hello, happy Saturday, NaNoWriMo day 6. We're in bed today. I just got out of the shower. It's actually almost 4 in the afternoon. It's been a stay in bed kind of day today. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Katie. I'm an author and an editor. I have 5 books out right now. My 6th book is coming out December 6th. It's called Wicked Souls, and we are writing book 3 for that series for NaNoWriMo, and we're doing daily vlogs over here. This is my 2nd channel. My main one is linked down below. Anyway, it's day 6. I thought I was super exhausted from my trip. Dean's crying. I think I'm actually just having like health issues. I got some chronic stuff. It's nothing new. So we're just taking it easy today. It's fine. I did write a little bit today for my nano project. I've written 661 words so far today. So we're at 8,111 words. I basically just finished the chapter I was in the middle of, and I really want to keep writing. I really am in the mood to, but I don't know what happens next. I talked about this in the previous vlog. I'm pantsing this whole like first act of the book, and then I have a really detailed outline of the rest of it. This first act is just kind of a mystery to me. I'm sorry if you're shaking. You're propped on my bed. I've got a cat under the covers. We're working with what we can. So I think we might have to pump the brakes and sit here and try and brainstorm. Either that, or I could jump ahead and start writing out of order the scenes that I know that are coming. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. If you're participating in NaNoWriMo, as always, I would be interested to hear how it's going down below in the comments. I have a newsletter going out on Tuesday, so I was kind of finishing up that. It's all ready to go now. It's got a cool surprise in there, so if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe on my website, katiewismer.com, to check your email on Tuesday. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcement kind of stuff. The form is now open if you want to pre-order the audiobook for Wicked Souls, and I will be over on Jesse Elliott's channel on Tuesday for writing sprints at 8 p.m. Eastern time this Tuesday. So I'll have that link down below too if you want to set a reminder and come write with us. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit here struggling and figure out what I'm gonna do. See if I have some kind of epiphany to help me get through this block, or if I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm kind of trying not to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. I feel like with this part of the book, I might end up writing myself into some corners. Like I'll try going a direction, find out it's not gonna work, have to backtrack, start over, which I'm not looking forward to. I haven't had to do that with a book for a while, but this beginning is giving me so much trouble, and I really just cannot outline it. I've tried. So I think I might have to take a few wrong turns in order to figure out what the right ones are. So I think we're gonna write some scenes that end up not being in the book is what's gonna happen. But it's fine. I guess while we're sitting here, I will answer some of the questions that you guys left on yesterday's vlog. If you have questions that you want me to answer tomorrow, feel free to comment them down below. Do you ever stop a specific project to come back to it a while later? Yes. I have 2 projects currently on pause. One I wrote in January actually, and I have a rough draft of it, and I'm hoping to get back to it within the next couple of months. It's a standalone contemporary. And then also, I don't even know when, a couple of months ago, I started writing another contemporary standalone book, which I've been calling Gracie's book if you're familiar with my other channel. I got about 10,000 words into that project and then put it on pause, and I really want to go back to it. I was really enjoying writing it, but I decided I was stretching myself too thin because I was trying to work on this Marionettes series as well as those 2 standalones. So I put both standalones on pause, and I'm trying to be responsible and focus on the series that I've already started. So yes, I have 2 projects on pause right now. Would you ever write a thriller? I don't think I would write just like a straight up thriller, but one of my standalones is a romantic suspense. So it's a romance and it has thriller elements. I think that's the closest I would get. If you could change anything with any of your books, what would it be and why? I would put both of my poetry collections under a different pen name, a different name than mine, just to separate them some more from the fiction, but it is what it is. Do you want to do a tattoo from one of your books? Maybe. I haven't gotten a tattoo in a while, but me and my best friend have been joking every time we visit each other we're gonna get matching tattoos. So at some point, she and I are gonna get them. We just haven't done it yet. I have toyed with the idea of getting stuff for my books as well. Honestly, it just comes down to I'm like too lazy to like make the appointment and go get it. Is there something that you really don't like or even hate about your job? How to phrase this? The majority of my different jobs, with like being on YouTube and then also with writing books, you just open yourself up to a lot of other people's opinions, and so it can just kind of feel like you're under a microscope and constantly being criticized and scrutinized, and it's just it can be very taxing. And yeah, sometimes I just want to disappear from the internet altogether because it can be a little bit too much and people can be quite unkind and overly personal, but it is what it is. Have any of the characters you've created been based off of Max and Dean's personalities? Those are my cats, if you don't know. No, but this comment made me laugh because now I like low-key want to do that. That's such a funny idea. Watch me do that with a character in a future book. I'll let you know. Do you ever want to write nonfiction? I think my poetry is as close as I get to that. Have you listened to Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album? Yes, love it. Have been listening to it since it came out. How do you keep momentum going when you finish one project and are moving on to the next one? I just finished a book that I've been drafting every spare minute for the last 4 months, and now that it's done, I feel like I sent my kids off to college. I genuinely miss working on these characters. I have other projects that I want to get started on, but I'm waffling and moping around because I miss the characters that I just said goodbye to. I don't want to lose too much momentum, but I'm struggling to quote-unquote move on. Have you ever experienced this? And if so, any tips and tricks? Yeah, I've definitely experienced this. I'm sure a lot of other writers can relate. If you can, feel free to offer your advice or experience down in the comments. Is this your first book that you've finished? Because for me personally, it's gotten easier book after book, but also sometimes it kind of like feels like you're not ready to move on and you're like not ready to emotionally invest yourself in new characters and a new story. But for me, at least, once I start a new book, that all goes out the window like immediately. It takes me like 2 chapters to get into the next book, and then I'm just as sucked into the new one. So sometimes I feel like you just have to push yourself to start the next thing, and you'll get over it faster than you thought you would. If this is one of your earlier books, sometimes you can feel like super attached to your early books and feel like, you know, this is the best thing you've ever written. You're never gonna write anything this good. I promise the best thing you are going to write is yet to come. The characters that you're gonna be the most attached to have yet to come. You have so many more cool stories to write, and if you stay swept up in one and don't ever let yourself move on, you're gonna miss out on all of these new things to experience. So try to force yourself to start something new, and you might surprise yourself by how easy it is to get into it. What is your favorite Taylor Swift song? What is with you guys asking all of my favorite Taylor Swift things? I can't choose. And for the people who don't care about Taylor Swift, are probably like, not again. Can I give you one favorite off of each album? Fearless, Taylor's version. I really liked You're Not Sorry. I don't know why I didn't love that song on the original Fearless, but on Taylor's version, that song is just like what I was listening to on repeat for a while. Forevermore, I like Closure, but I also really like Right Where You Left Me. For Folklore, The One. For Lover, maybe Death by a Thousand Cuts. For Reputation, this is hard. I've literally been listening to this nonstop lately. I don't think I could pick a favorite. Reputation is my favorite album, so just all of it. For 1989 though, surprisingly, it's All You Had to Do Was Stay. I know that's not a popular opinion, and people feel like it doesn't fit in with the track 5s. If it was a slow song, you wouldn't be saying that lyrically. It's just because it's upbeat. For Red, I really like Holy Ground, actually. And I feel like All Too Well is the obvious answer, so I'm not gonna pick that. For Speak Now, thanks for sticking with me, maybe Last Kiss or Dear John. And then from Debut, I must admit I don't listen to Debut very much, but it's usually the angsty or angry songs. So like Shoulda Said No, Picture to Burn, that kind of stuff. Do you think Marionettes 3 will come out sooner than the date you originally planned? Will the romantic suspense come out before? I've loved everything you've written so far. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. I don't have a day planned for, I almost said the title, Marionettes book 3 just yet. All I know is late 2022. There is a good chance it'll come out sooner than that. I will not be able to venture a guess until I have a full rough draft written. Then I feel like I'll be able to give a much more accurate estimate. Like I have no idea how long it's gonna end up being, and I have no idea how rough the rough draft is gonna be and how much work it's gonna need until I have it on paper. So once I have a full draft, I feel like I'll be able to make that call. I am hoping that the romantic suspense will come out before it, but again, I haven't touched that in a really long time, and I really don't know how much work that one needs either. But I want those 2 to come out next year, and then eventually I want to get back to Gracie's book too. Do you know when you'll reveal the cover for book 3? Yes. There might be an early reveal in the newsletter on Tuesday, but the official reveal will come pretty close to Wicked Souls' release because I'm gonna set up the pre-order for it. And then the last question we'll answer for today's vlog, because I know we've been sitting here and talking for a long time, but I'm feeling like we're not gonna have a lot of content today anyway because I'm gonna be in bed all day. Do you have any writer friends in real life? So my best friends, none of them are writers. Well, my best friend Paige, she writes. She's just not a writer. She just kind of writes for fun on the side sometimes. A lot of my like online writer friends have become like genuine in real life friends. And I majored in creative writing in college, so I had quite a few people. I wouldn't call them like close friends, but we were friendly. Yeah, yes and no. For whatever reason, I tend to get along with people who aren't writers and aren't like super bookish in real life like the majority of my friends are not. I tend to get along with very extroverted people, very outgoing people. Like all of my friends are much louder and more social than I am. I'm much more of the introvert. For whatever reason, all of my friends are not though. That'll be it for the questions. I will update you if I manage to figure out what the heck is gonna happen next in this book.
So I haven't written much more, but I've been adding more music to the Spotify playlist, and I just made this public. So if you want to listen to the playlist for book 3, it's available now. I'll have it linked down below. I'm still adding songs to it, so if you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know. Check back from now till when this book comes out next year. I'll be adding to it all the time. I also have lots of other playlists. If you're not already following me on Spotify, you can listen to Wicked Souls, Marionettes. I don't even know how many public playlists I have. Here we go. These are all the ones that are public. If you have the same taste in music as me, enjoy. Dean is here with us. We're moving on to chapter 4. It's a little after 5. And this is our current word count. We are having a Daily Harvest flatbread for dinner. Delicious. If you've never tried them, would recommend. I have a coupon code. It'll be in the description. I'm gonna watch some Vampire Diaries. And I'm gonna end the video here because I just do not have the energy to do this right now. I'm gonna keep working on my book. We're gonna keep writing tonight. So I'll update you tomorrow on what I get done. Hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow. And we'll have a more entertaining vlog. I hope your Nano's going well. If you're also writing, I'd love to hear about it. I'll have the playlist down below if you want to catch up on the other vlogs, but other than that, I will just see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye. No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working